Imagine walking into an old, worn-out house that looks like a disaster. Broken tiles, stained walls, and a leaky roof. Most people would run away. But a smart house flipper sees a gold mine. Because that ugly house, it could turn into a beautiful profit if you know what you're doing. And in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to start house flipping step by step, even if you've never done it before. By the end, you'll know how people turn rundown houses into tens of thousands of dollars in profit. And I'll also reveal one beginner mistake that can completely wipe out your profit if you're not careful. So, stay with me till the end. Number 1. Understand what house flipping really means. House flipping isn't just about buying low and selling high. It's about buying the right property, improving its value with smart renovations, and then selling it quickly for a profit. Think of it like this. You're not just buying a house, you're buying a problem that you can fix. The faster and smarter you solve that problem, the more money you make. For example, imagine you buy a small home for $150,000, spend $25,000 fixing it up, and sell it for $220,000. That's a $45,000 gross profit before expenses. Sounds amazing, right? But only if you know your numbers. And that's where most beginners go wrong. Number 2. Know your market before you buy. Before you jump into flipping, study your local real estate market like a detective. You need to know what types of homes sell fast, what buyers want, and where prices are growing. A good way to start is by browsing sites like Zillow or Realtor.com to check recent sales in your target area. Look for comps, short for comparable properties. Let's say similar homes in your area sell for around $250,000 after renovation. That gives you a clear ceiling. You can't spend more than what would leave room for profit. Here's a rule experienced flippers live by. Always buy in areas with strong demand, low crime, and good schools. Because you can fix a house, but you can't fix the neighborhood. Number 3. Understand the 70% rule. This simple rule helps you avoid overpaying. It says, never pay more than 70% of the property's after repair value, minus the repair costs. Let's say the after repair value, or ARV, is $200,000. You estimate $40,000 in repairs. 70% of $200,000 is $140,000. Subtract $40,000 for repairs, and you get $100,000. That's the most you should pay for that house. If you ignore this rule, your profits can vanish fast. Remember, flipping is about math, not emotion. Number 4. Figure out how you'll finance your flip. Unless you're sitting on piles of cash, you'll need to fund your project smartly. There are a few ways beginners can finance flips. First, traditional mortgages, but they're slow and often not ideal for fixer-uppers. Second, hard money loans. These are short-term loans from private lenders who focus on the property's value, not your credit score. You can get money fast, but interest rates are higher. Third, private investors, maybe a friend or family member who believes in your project and wants a return. Here's a tip. If you're brand new, consider partnering with someone experienced in flipping. You can learn the ropes and share the risk. Number 5. Find the right property to flip. Now comes the fun part, hunting for your first deal. You want a property that's undervalued but fixable. Look for homes that need cosmetic updates like paint, flooring, or new fixtures, not total rebuilds with structural damage. You can find deals through real estate agents, foreclosure listings, auctions, or even for sale by owners signs. Here's an example. A beginner bought a house for $90,000 because it looked terrible, but the problems were mostly cosmetic. After spending $25,000 on renovations, the house sold for $160,000. That's a $45,000 gain before expenses. The secret? She bought smart. Number 6. Estimate renovation costs accurately. This part can make or break your flip. Underestimating renovation costs is one of the biggest rookie mistakes. Before you buy, walk through the property with a contractor and get a detailed estimate. Break costs down into categories like roofing, flooring, plumbing, electrical, and kitchen upgrades. Add a 10 to 15% buffer for surprises, because trust me, there will be surprises. Let's say you think fixing the bathroom will cost $3,000. Suddenly, you discover water damage behind the wall, and it becomes $6,000. That's why the buffer saves you. Number 7. Create a solid renovation plan. Once you've bought the house, You need a clear renovation plan that keeps costs under control and timelines tight. Start with projects that add the most value, like updating kitchens and bathrooms, improving curb appeal, and fixing anything that affects safety or structure. Keep design choices neutral and appealing. You're not decorating for yourself, you're designing for buyers. For example, don't spend thousands on marble countertops if the neighborhood homes don't justify it. Instead, go for clean, modern, and affordable finishes that attract the widest audience. Number 8. Manage the project like a pro. Flipping isn't just buying and selling, it's managing a mini business. You'll need to coordinate contractors, manage deadlines, and stay on budget. Use a simple project management app or even a spreadsheet to track progress and spending. Communicate regularly with your contractor. Visit the site often. Small issues can turn into big costs if you ignore them. For instance, if your painter delays by 1 week, that might push back your flooring guy, which delays your listing date. And that delay could cost you thousands in loan interest or missed opportunities. Time is money in house flipping. Number 9. Stage and market your property for maximum impact. Once the renovation is done, make your home irresistible. Staging helps buyers imagine themselves living there. Studies show staged homes sell 73% faster and for higher prices than empty ones. You don't have to hire expensive professionals. Just keep things simple: neutral furniture, bright lighting, and a clean, fresh smell. Then, list your property with professional photos. The first picture buyers see online often decides if they'll click or scroll away. Number 10. Sell smart and know when to walk away. When offers start coming in, don't get greedy. Sometimes, the first solid offer is the best one. Run the numbers again. After selling, you'll pay closing costs, agent commissions, and possibly taxes on the profit. If your goal was to make $30,000 and you're getting close to that, take it. Because the longer your property sits, the more carrying costs eat into your profits. Here's a story. A new flipper turned down an early offer of $250,000, hoping for $260,000. The market slowed down, and 6 months later, he sold for $240,000 less. Don't let pride kill your profit. Number 11. Learn from every flip. Even if you just break even or make a small profit on your first flip, that's okay. You've gained experience that's worth thousands. Every project teaches you something about estimating costs, managing contractors, and negotiating deals. Many successful flippers started small, failed once or twice, and then built multi-million-dollar businesses by learning from their mistakes. Remember, flipping houses isn't luck. It's a skill. And like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get. Number 12. The one mistake that destroys profits. You've waited for this, and it's something too many beginners ignore. The biggest killer of house flipping profits is over-renovation. Spending money on unnecessary upgrades that don't add value is a fast way to lose money. Buyers care about clean, functional, and updated spaces, not luxury features that price you out of the neighborhood. If homes in your area sell for $250,000, don't pour in $80,000 of upgrades trying to make it a luxury home. Keep your emotions out of it. Every dollar you spend should have a purpose and a return. Number 13. Build a reliable team you can trust. Even if you want to do everything yourself, house flipping is not a one-person job. You'll need a good real estate agent, a reliable contractor, an inspector, an electrician, and a plumber you can call on short notice. A great team saves you time, stress, and money. For example, an experienced real estate agent can help you find off-market deals, and a trustworthy contractor can prevent small issues from turning into expensive disasters. Remember, in flipping, your profits depend on how well your team performs. Number 14. Always get a professional home inspection. Never skip a home inspection before you buy. Even if a property looks fine on the surface, hidden problems like mold, termites, or foundation cracks can turn your dream deal into a nightmare. A professional inspection might cost a few $100s, but it can save you thousands later. Think of it as insurance against financial surprises. If the inspection uncovers issues, you can negotiate a lower price or walk away before making a costly mistake. Number 15. Don't forget holding costs. When calculating profits, many beginners forget holding costs, and they can eat into your earnings fast. Holding costs include property taxes, utilities, loan interest, insurance, and maintenance while the house is being renovated and waiting to sell. If your renovation takes longer than expected, these expenses can add up quickly. For example, if your holding costs are $1,500 per month and your flip takes 5 months instead of 3, that's $3,000 less in profit. Always plan for extra time and budget cushion to handle delays. Number 16. Understand local building permits and codes. Before you start swinging hammers, make sure you understand your city's building codes and permit requirements. Doing unpermitted work can lead to fines, delays, or even having to tear everything down and redo it. A nightmare for any flipper. If you're updating electrical, plumbing, or structural elements, permits are usually required. Hire licensed professionals who know the rules. A project done by the book not only avoids trouble, but also reassures future buyers that the home was renovated properly. Number 17. Master the art of negotiation. Flipping success often comes down to how well you negotiate. You need to negotiate the purchase price, contractor bids, and even selling price. The better you negotiate, the more profit you keep. For example, negotiating $5,000 off your purchase price might not seem like much, but that's pure profit when you sell. Always stay polite but firm, and never let excitement make you overpay. The best deals go to those who know when to walk away. Number 18. Use data to make smarter decisions. Don't rely on gut feelings alone. Use data to track trends in your target neighborhoods. Check how long similar homes stay on the market, average renovation costs, and sale prices. Websites like Redfin, Zillow, or your local property appraiser's site can help you analyze data easily. By understanding the numbers, you can predict profits more accurately and reduce risk. Knowledge is your biggest competitive advantage. Number 19. Start small before going big. Many beginners dream of flipping large, high-end houses, but that's a risky way to start. Start with something simple, a small single-family home or a condo that needs light updates. It's better to make a $20,000 profit on a small, safe project than lose $50,000 on a big one. Once you gain experience and confidence, you can scale up to larger, more complex flips. Remember, slow and steady wins the flipping game. Number 20. Focus on buyer psychology. You're not just selling a house, you're selling a dream. Think about what your ideal buyer wants. If you're flipping in a family neighborhood, focus on open kitchens, fenced yards, and safe play spaces. If you're in a trendy downtown area, highlight modern finishes and low-maintenance design. Understanding your buyer helps you make smarter renovation and marketing decisions that sell faster. Number 21. Leverage tax benefits and deductions. Yes, even flipping can come with smart tax advantages. You may be able to deduct expenses like renovation costs, loan interest, insurance, utilities, and even travel related to your project. Always keep detailed records and consult a tax professional who understands real estate investing. Doing this can legally reduce your taxable income and increase your net profit. Smart flippers don't just make money, they keep more of it. Number 22. Build your brand as a house flipper. Once you've completed a few successful flips, build your reputation. Create an online portfolio showing before and after photos of your projects. This builds trust with future buyers, lenders, and even potential partners. You never know, your name could become known as the go-to house flipper in your city. Reputation compounds like interest. The more people trust your work, the easier and faster it becomes to do your next deal. Picture this. You buy a fixer-upper for $120,000. You invest $30,000 in smart renovations. You sell it for $200,000. That's a $50,000 profit before taxes and fees. You do that twice a year, and suddenly, you're earning a six-figure income flipping houses. It's not magic. It's strategy, discipline, and learning to see what others overlook. So what about you? If you had the chance to flip your first house tomorrow, what kind of home would you start with? A small fixer-upper or a big challenge with huge potential? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.